Hey guys, welcome to week 4 of the GPC. Sorry there's no team builder. I tried recording it twice, and I honestly can't really remember what I built this team to 100% do, because it has been a while since I built this team. There was a transaction period in GPC. I made a video about it, but if you didn't see it, basically, we took some time to make our transactions, and it wasn't like in a snake draft type thing. So it kind of delayed it pushed everything back. It pushed back week 4 deadlines, week 5 start, and like week 4 uploading. So it's been close to 2 weeks since I built this team, and as I said, I just really can't remember what my sets are supposed to do. I have a vague idea, but I don't know what the EVs are or why I brought these mons in particular. But let's go into his team. I don't see a Mega Lopunny, which is fantastic because I hate fighting Mega Lopunny. I think it's a stupid Pokemon. So yeah, my opponent brings a team of Azumarill, Ferrothorn, Umbreon, Dragalge, Palossand, Zapdos. I'm thinking this is specially defensive Umbreon, physically defensive hazard setting, Ferrothorn. Style. I didn't know what Palossand even did. This is my first time ever playing a Palossand. So when I looked it up, I thought maybe it was a stockpile set. We have Zapdos, I think is going to be physically defensive, and Azu, I think is going to be belly drum sweep. So my team, I'll just give you a basic rundown of sets, is Rocky MZ Landorus, D-Dance 3 attacks Charizard, Sash Modest Alakazam, I believe. No, Timid. Physically defensive Rocky Helmet Tangrowth. I actually don't remember what the Cobalion is. I know it's 4 attacks. I think it's Assault Vest, 4 attacks. And Choice Scarf Gengar. So pretty hyper offensive team. My only really bulky mons are the Tangrowth and kind of the Landorus, although it's Max Attack Adamant. So yeah, I think he's going to either lead Palossand or Ferrothorn. So my best lead for both of those is my Tangrowth. The reason why Tangrowth would be a good lead, I should go over that, is because it does have HP Fire, and if he does have Aqua Berry, I will proc it right away, meaning that Charizard loses something that could take a hit from Charizard well. So he decides to go into Umbreon. So that damage tells me that he is specially defensive, pretty heavily specially defensive, so it's probably max. As I do go into Cobalion, the reason I went into Cobalion was I was predicting the Ferrothorn to come out on my Tangrowth, because as far as he knows, Tangrowth cannot touch Ferrothorn, so Cobalion would re-threaten it out and I would have momentum again. So he actually sets up rocks here, as I know he's going to switch out, so I'm going to set up a lead seed. So this is kind of like just a figuring each other out type of early game. I forgot to, for some reason, unpause. So he goes into Dragalge here, as I just Giga Drain again. What is happening? That was so weird. I go into Cobalion as he reveals Scald, so I'm like, oh, I have to get out of here, don't want to get burned. So he goes into Palisade, so good play on him. As I believe I'm just going to Heart Switch back into Tangrowth, as he goes for, I'm assuming, HP Fire. And this tells me that it's a pretty specially offensive, that damage tells me that this is a pretty especially offensive Palossand. As you see, I crit Giga Drain, it does 100, and he was a little mad about that, as I understand attacks. But if it was just since he does reveal that he is specially offensive Palossand, he wasn't taking that Giga Drain too well anyway. It was actually doing way more than half, around, I believe it was around 60 to 70. And I would have been, it was also shown earlier that I am faster than him, so I would have gotten more than enough health to take another one if he did somehow outspeed me, and I would have killed him with the next Giga Drain anyway. So the crit didn't really matter at all, in my opinion. But, you know, hacks is hacks, so I can't say that I didn't get it just because it didn't matter. So I am back up to amazing health, 87, as I don't think he's going to go for that Sludge Wave because he is choice and I have a Cobalion. So I play a little risky with my Tangrowth here, and I stay in and I set up Seed. So I'm also not 100% sure he is choiced. I just thought he would go for Draco over anything else. So I set up a Leaf Seed, playing a little risky. So now I play a little risky again. I think he's going to switch. And he goes for Scaldian. So this is telling me that he's 100% choice. He's spamming Scald on my Tangrowth. So I'm like, okay, he's choice. He's only clicking Scald. So I don't want anything to actually take the Scald. I want everything to be healthy. So I'm letting Tangrowth go down here. As obviously I can't do anything to him really. I'm just chipping away this Dragalge. So he switches out, probably realizing that he doesn't want his Dragalge to be that low. Which is fine. I understand that. Dragalge puts some pressure on my team, especially if it's Choice Scarf or Choice Specs. More so Choice Scarf. So the Ferrothorn does come in. I do have the HP Fire for it. So if he is Akka, I am going to proc it right now, as he does reveal to be Akka. As he's going to knock off my Rocky Helmet. So at this point, I'm like, Tangrowth has done more than enough. I do predict him to switch out here. Because he probably is predicting me to switch out into something that's more suitable for Ferrothorn. So I do set up a Leaf Seed here. My third eye woke. Not really, that was pretty obvious play. As he's going to take me out with HP Ice. So, looking at his team, the Dragalge's chipped a lot. Umbreon has some damage on it. This thing is seeded, so it probably won't be staying in too much longer. And Ferrothorn lost his berry. This is looking like a really good Zard. After the Zoom goes down, this is looking like a pretty good Zard X cleanup. Cobalion also has a lot of fun, because I do have a move for everything except the Dragalge. So I do end up going into Alakazam just because if he is going to switch out here, knowing that he doesn't want to take damage with this, being forced to ruse, and I'll just Leechy will chip him away more. I am going to do big damage on something. So I thought Umbreon was the play here, because looking at Calc, Psychic does a decent amount of damage to the Zapdos and everything on his team, except for Ferrothorn. So either Ferrothorn or Umbreon was the play here in my opinion. So I do click Focus Blast, as he does go into a Azumarill. So this Azumarill is going to take that Focus Blast 100% easy, no problem at all. So I can't let this thing get a Belly Drum up for free. I need damage on it. That's the play here, especially since Tangrowth is down. If this thing does set up Belly Drum here, I'm going to stay in and click a move twice, because my Zam is Focus Sash and it can take a hit, any one hit. So if he does Belly Drum right now and just predicts Alakazam to die in the next turn with the Aqua Jet, I will be able to take him out. So I do it for Psychic, it's a critical hit, and he goes for Knockoff. Brings me to my Sash, and he's going to kill me with AJ. I was going to say AQ. Pause. Okay, well, we just did that. So I don't mind that, because Alakazam, all I wanted to do was chip that Azumarill down. So now his team is really looking like Charizard food, because that Azumarill is in range for EQ. Akka's gone on Pharaoh. It's especially defensive Umbreon, which means it doesn't have any physical bulk, which means Flare Blitz will kill it unboosted. Dragalge dies to Earthquake, and Zapdos does not appreciate taking the Flare Blitz, even if it is physically defensive. But he goes on to this, like Stone Edge, so I do make that read right. I knew Azu was too important, and I revealed Volt Switch. Azu is important because of priority. It's still a really good revenge killer for his team, and I still have Gengar and Landorus around, who are untouched. They haven't hit the field yet. Actually, Cobalion is the only Pokemon I have left that has touched the field. So I do go for Stone Edge, and now I know he's not gonna stay in. No, he's not gonna stay in. So he goes into Ferrothorn on my Volt Switch. Oh no, I Stone Edge again. I'm sorry. I get another high crit chance, but yeah. So I close combat and I kill the Ferrothorn. Oh wow, I was really wrong. I remember this now though. As he's gonna go into Dragology. I don't want Cobalion to die here, so I'm gonna Volt Switch, and I'm going to sack off my Gengar, as I do think it's the most expendable member. Azumarill is weakened, so I really don't need it around. As he does reveal that he's not choiced. So that surprised me. I was like, what? He's not choiced, he's Emu. So he was just spamming Scald on my Tangrowth for... I mean, that's a hell of a bluff. It definitely 100% fooled me. I thought it was Choice Scarfed. And... or it was like Timid Choice Specs. And I was like... he reveals Z-move. I mean, I was 100% okay with Gengar dying there anyway. In fact, I'm glad it took the Z-move, so nothing else has to worry about it. But I was very surprised when I saw Z-move. I 100% thought choice. So if you were bluffing that, man, good on you. That worked. I just think you could have bluffed with a better move than Scald. So my Charizard X out. And I'm going to Mega Evolve so that I'm going to kill this. And that Zapdos can't kill me with electric type moves. So Umbreon's going to come in and is going to die to a Flare Blitz because it is specially defensive. And I am in range of an Aqua Jet now. I don't want either Cobalion or Landorus taking this, so I am going to let Charizard X go down here. Playing a little risky with my stacks, but Cobalion's the fastest Pokemon left. Poison Jab will take out the Azumarill. As long as I hit Stone Edge, I will win with Cobalion. If he does find a way to kill me, I do take 1 HP Ice after Rocks with Landorus, and I do have Rock EMZ. So yeah, I won the game. Happy I won with a 2-0 though, and Stone Edge hit. So yeah, good game to Ballistic. New York Scraftys picking up another win. We actually currently 4th place now. We went from like bottom cut to 4th place. I don't know how long that will last though. We were right outside playoffs, and Diet Tight is right behind us. So if we're gonna keep this position, we're gonna have to keep winning. And we go up against Troy next week, and I'm kind of nervous to fight Troy because he's a good player and he has a good team. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.